To the gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Kelly.
I thank the gentleman, and Mr. Speaker. Where I come from in western Pennsylvania, there's an old saying that goes something like this: fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And I think that my colleagues and I tonight come before you and come before this House to talk about some very egregious action that this administration has just taken. And for the President, who at one time was a professor of constitutional law and who knows better, he relies on constitutional convenience. When it's convenient, he follows the Constitution. When it is not, he follows what he wants to do. And then he looks upon us and saying, well, you know, you just didn't get it. Maybe I didn't use the right words to frame it. And so he takes policy that is horrible policy that is against our First Amendment, policy that restricts our free speech, restricts our freedom of religion, and puts an onerous burden on people not to be able to choose what they want, but what this administration wants. And he says, you know what, let me take what I just told you, put it in a little different box, a little different color paper, and put a little different bow around it, and this is what we're going to use. And some people sit back and say, oh my gosh, I am so glad that he was accommodating. That is not accommodating. Now, I'm a Roman Catholic. And I would tell you that for many, many months and many years, I have wondered why our religious leaders, the people that we look to for spiritual guidance, have been silent and have taken a back seat and have let things happen that they should not have let happen. Bishop Zubik from Pittsburgh, Bishop Troutman from Erie, and my priest, Father Stephen Neff in Butler, have all spoken out from the pulpit. And they have spoken very clearly about this violation. And they have articulated much better than any of us can. They have done it from the pulpit. They have done it in the papers. They have done it on the radio and the TV. The American people now know what is going on. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. No way. And we are here tonight because we have had enough of an administration that continues to trample on our Constitution, marginalize it, and use it only when it's convenient. And when it doesn't meet their means, we talk about constitutional niceties. We talk about a Constitution that was well written at the time, really doesn't address the needs of today. And I would tell you that the needs of today have nothing to do with the needs of the American people, the rights of the American people, the freedom of the American people, in speech or in religion. It has to do with an administration that finds it a little too onerous for their agenda. So I thank the gentleman from Colorado, and I would hope that all Americans, not just Catholics, not just Christians, but all Americans are outraged by this attempt to violate our First Amendment rights. I thank the gentleman, and I yield back my time.
Thank you for the remarks.